Feet with Coach JT. Man, do me a favor. Actually, even before I get that, man, I'm broadcasting live from the invitation room. I'm in Old Sac today at the other venue and location next to Our Place. Shout out to Our Place Event Space. I'm broadcasting live tonight because I had a family member's party to get to, but I had to get this interview in, so I'm in the invitation room right now. If you're looking for a place to come and get, have a party, a gathering, a watch party, a fight, type in with Our Place in the invitation room, man. They'll take care of you. But tonight, man, I got a very special guest on the show, man. Let me just jump into his intro, but I definitely got to pay one more bill before I get going, man. I got to give a huge shout out to Urban Medical Aesthetics, man. They sponsoring your boy's show for the facials, whatever you need, male and female. Tap in with them, 916-365-2013. All your needs you can get from those who do the Botox thing, who do the massages, the facials. They take care of all that for you. Again, Urban Medical Aesthetics, right off of the Fire Freeway in South Sacramento. Tap in, let them know Coach J sent you. All right, now, down to business. This young man's resume is very lengthy, so I'm going to do my best to give you a couple of facts before we get into this interview real quick. The son of Kevin and Kalyn Chappell, definitely two people in the well-known in Sacramento area. He's the youngest of the three boys that the older brothers, that he's been around and playing basketball with all his life. Upon coming to Sac State, even before that, he was a four-time varsity starter at Capital Christian. This gentleman's numbers and accolades reach over 91 wins, maybe 36 losses. His senior year averaged 24 and 5. While shooting 47% from the three-point line, 55% from the field. Last year, as finishing up, I believe, as a fifth-year senior, all-league, honorable mention all-league. Big Sky Conference all-league, man, just averaging 13 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, about 30 minutes a game. Known this gentleman pretty much all his life. He was a part of our first Groom Squad team, man, back in the day. Shout out to everybody who was a part of that movement in Sac. But everybody knew he was one of the ones, too, that was going to get there, man. Zack Chappell, man. How you doing, Zack?
Good. Thank you, man. I'm honored to be on the show, man. Finally, we got to it, found some time. But yeah, thank you for having me, man.
Man, no, it's a blessing, man. It's come a long way. My not so young man, no more, man, growing up to an older man, bro. Seeing this process, man, Zack is definitely super dope. And shout out to the family, mom, pops, everybody, man. Like I said, grandma is a lot of support with the family, bro. They're good people. If y'all know the Chappells, the uncle, everybody, like good family, man. Good people all around. So everybody knows them, man. Good people. And they love their family, let they ball, let they sports, man, let they sports, man. But for you, Zack, like I said, I'm glad I seen this process, but people may not know. And I'm gonna jump this question first because how aggressive or how intense was the sports games in the household with the brothers? How was that? how was that, man?
It was crazy, man. Especially with me being the youngest and the smallest. They would pick on me a little bit, but I mean, when we lived in Greenhaven, man, we had a hoop outside, so all the cousins would pull up, and then my two brothers and I, we would just duke it out, and we would go at it, man, for hours and hours. Get some food, get a little break, and then we right back to it. So, I mean, the rivalries is big, man. I didn't even end up beating my oldest brother until like maybe my 8th grade year, and I beat him for real. But before that, man, he was. I mean, he's letting me have it. There's tons of days where I leave the court crying, man, because they beating up on me. Ryan too, beating up on me, trying to dunk on me, bully me, all that stuff. So at the end, though, it just made me who I am today, man. So I'm grateful for it. Not in the moment, but
that's what's up, man. That's definitely a dope environment. But iron sharpens iron, man, and you definitely had to earn your keep having two big bros. Even Pops, though, man. Like I say, Pops is a college athlete. How cool or how important was that to see Pops playing at a high level or be around, or Pops knowing the game, because he's somewhat dad and coach. But how was that for you growing up?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really see him play at that level like that, so. For me, it's just word of mouth. Like, I ain't seen no tape or nothing. I see some newspaper articles and stuff, but for me, it wasn't as real as like everybody would say. So, obviously, I know he played. You know what I'm saying, all that. But for me, he was his dad. He was his coach, right? So the things that he might have said, like in the moment when he was coaching me, I'm like, come on, like, you don't know, like. But honestly, looking back at it now, I'm like, okay, this is what he meant, like. This is where it comes into play. So it definitely helped me a lot. But
Were there some moments where it was high intense level friction between you guys?
Oh, definitely. So I growing up, I played both soccer and basketball, and so I
Mm-hmm.
would kind of go back and forth. And my dad, he coached. You remember the team, the Panthers?
Mm-hmm.
He had that team, and so I would go and I would I would play soccer, and then I would go play with dudes they were 1 year older than me, but they're pretty much my age.
Mm-hmm.
With the Yellow Jackets or the Predators, and then it was my dad's team, who was
Mm-hmm.
2 years, 3 years older than me, and so all that I would go have fun playing soccer, have fun playing with my group, and then I would get with them thinking that it's the same and last man off the bench, like having to earn my spot, having to really grind, really fight, really play defense, like it is just not the same. And so it was plenty of games where I'm crying, like sitting next to him on the bench, like just put me in.
Mm-hmm.
And he just like sharpening me in that way, like, nah, you're gonna have to earn it. Like you're not better than nobody, so you ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna play over nobody.
Yeah.
So,
So, given growing up in that mindset, I mean, you can see the finished product now, but then was it like frustration or like, nah, I'm just gonna keep going at this. I'm not stopping. I'm frustrated, but I gotta keep going.
I mean, yeah, when I was that young, really, it was like I just I just want what was easy. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just a soccer player. Like maybe I just want to play
Mm,
soccer for real. And through that, like I'm like, like I don't wanna have to fight. I don't wanna have to, what I'm saying, really go through those ups and
mm-hmm,
downs. I don't know that it's gonna make me into who I am today. So I'm just like, forget this. Like I either just want to play with my age group or what I'm
mm,
saying, the comfortable 1 year older or play soccer. But
yeah,
he sat me down. We had a real good conversation about it. He's like, look, like, in the end, like you see how easy it is when you play your age. Like this is what it's doing. It's
dogs.
building you.
Yep.
So I'm like, all right, let's do this.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Gotta play up the right way, but earn it too, and play tougher competition. It's okay to lose, man. It's okay to
hmm
lose at that task, but also what you learn from it, also that competitive edge. If you really got it in you or you want to have it, you got to go and compete against the best or the better kids to get you better.
hmm
Growing up at that age, man. Again, I know you have the older brothers and pops and everybody around you, but was there any players that you actually looked up to a lot, or someone you want to mimic your game after, man?
Yeah, man. I would say there's two guys who I really, really, really looked up to, man. Obviously, Jordan Ford and everything that he's doing now to this day.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also another guard who kind of showed me the ropes a lot growing up, and it was Jaren Stallworth. Rest in peace.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
for sure.
Jaren was like my big bro. Like
Yeah.
throughout, he would come and play with us, or I was on the younger Predator, so he would, kind of give me pointers or talk to me, put me on game. There was one game where um, he didn't have a tournament, and I was playing with my dad's team, the Panthers,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, Jaren, like if you play, I'll give you my jersey. I just want to watch. I just want to watch how you rock out. And
Mm.
so my dad was like, all right, if that's what you want to do. So I literally let Jaren use my jersey, and I'm just like taking notes, watching him front row, watching him work. And I'm like, okay, this is how you do it. Like, this is how you get down. But
Man,
him, Jay Ford, obviously, him playing
different.
with my brother, just different. His approach, his smarts, man. Just I'm
Mhm.
to this day learning from him. I just saw him the other day,
Yeah.
just asking him questions, picking his brain, because Jordan is like, not only
Yeah.
is he very talented, but he's brilliant.
Yeah, the IQ speaks for itself. That's been him since day one, pretty much. That's what set him apart too, locally and
hmm
on the main stage at the big level, big games, whatever. Right now at the pro level, that's that. But again, you are who you hang around too, right, bro? Like so, you know
hmm
that, right? So you be around those guys. That's definitely dope. Thing. What would you say? I played soccer. I mean, all through high school too, man. Um, would you say that contributed to your footwork, coordination, all that stuff for basketball?
Yeah, definitely. Footwork, speed, conditioning. I used to
Yeah,
like my freshman year. I didn't even go into do basketball conditioning. I just played
yeah.
soccer,
You're right to hoop
and
season.
I was ready. Like I was
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a lot
definitely
of running, obviously, but
yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, definitely. That's the best conditioning still to the day. Really, that endurance, right? The endurance run because you can run a lot longer, and that,
hmm
you know what I'm saying, it's a different type of run, but your body's in that shape. Coming out of middle school, what middle school did you go to?
I went to seventh grade year. I went to Pinkerton, and then
Okay,
eighth grade I transferred to Capital.
okay, eighth grade with the Capital.
hmm
So it was already set in stone. You're already there for the pipe. Was it for sure thing you were staying for high school or what?
Man, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to.
Okay, what
I
was you
didn't want to,
thinking?
man. all my friends was going to Sooner Oaks or
Oh, okay.
Franklin or wherever
Oh, because you
else.
actually could Elk Grove area. He was out there in the Pinkerton area. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm trying to rock with them. Like, I'm really trying to go with them.
Yeah.
Went to Capital, man. Met some really dope people. Right, kind of that's where my faith started building, man.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, I'm like, okay, now I can do it. Like I know what it's about. And then that decision really changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
With my faith, man, it's a big part of who I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm grateful that my parents really kind of forced the issue on that.
That's what's up, man. That's definitely dope. So, how coming out of 8th grade? Give me, let's say, 2 things you feel like you had to improve on. One, to make the varsity squad. Two, to get minutes as a freshman. Like that don't everybody think they can come do that. That's not for everybody. That don't happen for everybody.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, coming out as a freshman, my 7th grade year, my 8th grade year, I was really like, that's probably when I was really, really good. And so as an 8th grader, I'm like thinking I'm better than everybody. Ain't really played nobody who was really messing with me like that. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe I can do this. And I'm playing in the varsity tournaments with DJ Wilson and
Yeah.
UC Marcellus and them guys. So I'm like, okay, maybe this is where I belong.
Mm-hmm.
And um, so coming out, the only thing that I was really worried about was I was frail. I was real skinny and small. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? They
Had to
might
put some
bully
weight
me, but
on.
exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, Coach Devon did a great job kind of grooming me. We had some seniors, Justice, Sheldon Mosley, and then
Yep.
Edward Ware, who kind of showed me the ropes, gave me the keys, man, and I'm forever grateful for them. Great leaders.
That's what's up, man. So you get to high school. Um, at that time, they're playing one of the toughest schedules in Sacramento for sure for schools. What did you like about that atmosphere and environment for you?
It was great, man. Honestly, it was like a wake up call. It was, and I have one later down the line as well, but it's really like you're not as good as you think.
It was humbling, huh?
It was humbling,
Yes,
man.
sir.
You got obviously Jordan Ford and those guys, but you also got Sac High, who was down the
Mm-hmm.
street from us. They came in and banged us.
Mm-hmm.
Modesto Christian, we would play every year. They would kind of get with us too. So I'm like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I really need to get better now. It's not what I thought. It's
Yeah,
not easy.
that's what's up. Along this process, who'd you go to or tap in with to help build your game or just get elevate levels as the years got on? Who were some people that are around you had kind of key parts in that?
Man, I was literally just having this conversation with one of my best friends the other day. But as far as like trainers and stuff, I never really, especially going through high school, I never really understood the benefit of, you know what I'm saying, having a trainer.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously I would work out with Steve and we would do stuff at practice and stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
outside of that, like I'm just going to the gym, staying at the gym all
But you just
day,
playing though. You got
just
hella
playing, just
game reps in.
rocking out, you know what I'm saying, with the older guys and stuff. But
Yeah.
I probably went to trainer Rashid a couple times,
Yeah.
like, and then my boy Marcus, he trains. But other than that, like I'm really just playing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so
That's what's
that's what
up.
really
That's
got
how
me
you
better.
just honing onto your skills. But you keep saying the key word older, better, physical players
Yeah.
for that game, right? Being challenged is everything because you
Hmm.
can't get comfortable in that mindset, right? You don't settle at that point. You got to show up or you get to sit. You don't get to play. You don't make the team,
Exactly.
right? You don't get to make the roster. Um, give me a few highlights though from even your senior year, man, or junior year at the school. Give me some highlights to why you was at Capital, man. Something that's still some memories, man. Because I'm not sure were you guys. I came to a game, bro. Though I don't know if it was Stockton, Lincoln, Galt, somewhere. I don't know. I was a playoff game or something where y'all might have went to. It was overtime. I don't know. For me, I was just like it was a crazy game to watch y'all play. Then I watched y'all play the one against Franklin, your senior year, I think,
Hmm.
at home too. But man, it was some. I saw you play some crazy games, bro.
Yeah. My freshman year, we went to the state championship and
Okay.
played some dogs. Crespi, and we were supposed to win, man. I really thought we was gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up losing by like 2 points. They had two NBA guys.
So
So
who was on your team your freshman year?
my freshman year, it was Justice, Sheldon Mosley, Edward Ware. We had this big dude, Nick Abudefe,
Mm-hmm.
Tegan Jones, my brother, Ryan Chappell,
Mm-hmm.
and then me and we had a couple other like real good role players, defenders.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had some boys for sure.
Okay.
And so yeah, my freshman year, so state championship was crazy. And winning the section championship my freshman year and my junior year. Obviously going to all the tournaments and all that stuff. But yeah, that's about it as far as the team. As far as my personal goals, I mean, not my personal goals, but my personal accolades through high school. Obviously, getting scholarships, man, that was big.
Mm-hmm.
When I got my first scholarship, I was actually on vacation, missed the call. But the coach was like, "Hey, man, like I know you're probably busy. Just wanted to give you a shout out, man. We offer you a full ride scholarship." I'm like, "Dang, it's crazy." So I'm sweating like on a vacation,
That's
really
dope, man.
turned up. But
How was that? How was that? You said just for you, or once you got the call, who's the first person you told?
probably my brother Ryan. I think he was with me because it was the moment where I think when you can turn, you get a certain age, and the colleges can call you.
Personally, they gotta go through. Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
so I
okay.
knew the day was coming. So we on vacation, we just like really camping out
My
for
boy, phone get the buzzing.
yeah, and then we didn't have no service. We were on a cruise, so we didn't have no service.
Oh, okay.
So when we got some service, I'm like, bro, I got all these missed calls. So we're going through the calls, and one
That's
of the
dope.
calls was from Davis, and they were like, "Hey man, we just want to give you a shout out." I'm
That's
like,
dope.
"What?" So we're turning up. Like
That's dope.
he's
How
more
did
excited than me.
when you told mom and dad? How was their reaction? How they feel?
Uh, they were excited. My mom probably cried knowing her.
She like gotta love moms, man. She's so dope, man.
Yeah,
That's
my
what's up.
dad, with that being his
Mm-hmm.
school where he went, he was like, "All right, what you gonna do?"
All
He
right, choose
straight
now.
told
He
me that.
like, let's go.
Yeah, I'm like, "Dad,
That's
come
what's
on,
up.
man. Let me
That's
wait a
what's up,
little
man.
bit."
Give me always, but as you know, right, too, we go through definitely blessed to have successes, but anytime in that high school period where it got tough for you, or you had some struggles where you had to really buckle down, or again rely more on, say, on your faith or on something to get you over a tough time or something. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So my sophomore year, um, I was I didn't really have the best year. Um, and my freshman year, like I had all these schools that were hitting me, like on me. Sophomore year kind of fell off a little bit. I think maybe I ended up hurting something or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
out a few games. So schools were like falling off, and that was like a big, part of who I was, like big part of my identity. So now I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Who am I? Like if they don't want me, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's when I really started diving into my faith.
Mm-hmm.
And then junior year, I remember I remember like telling everybody like, oh yeah, I'm gonna commit to. I'm not gonna say the name of the school, but I was like, man, I'm
Yeah.
gonna commit. I'm gonna
Gotcha.
commit. I'm gonna commit. And
Mm-hmm.
then I call the coach. I'm at like this church camp with all my best friends. We would go every year. It's like the highlight of our summer. And my whole plan was, I'm gonna commit at the camp. And so I
Mm-hmm.
told the coaches like, you give me a few days, like I'm gonna call y'all. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go to y'all. And so I'm calling and I answer and I answer. I'm like, well, I'm calling the head coach, nothing, assistant,
Mm.
nothing. So we get back. I'm like, dang, like this sucks. But still on my mind, like I got to keep this image. Like, you know what I'm saying? I still got to keep this image. So I'm like sweating, but I'm not telling nobody. Then when we get back to SAC, one of the assistants called me and was like, hey man, like basically you took too long. We done moved on. And
Hmm.
so when that happened, I'm like, yo, it's ruined everything for me. Like all
That's
my
tough.
vision, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff.
That's
And so
tough.
that was a real rough time, but I got a real solid group of friends that I
Mm-hmm.
to this day talk to every day. And shout out to them, man. But
Yes,
just
what's up?
leaning on them, um, it helped me get through it, man. My faith. I mean, I grew as a man in that point, man. My big brother, Charvis, he's like my mentor,
Mm-hmm.
spiritual father, all that. I really leaned on him, right? Because I didn't really know much about the faith.
Mm-hmm.
But through that, it really cut into who I am, man, and really helped shape me for real.
That's what's up, man. That's definitely dope, man. Because the adversity also, again, we in a life, as we know, right? The microwave, the success gets highlighted all the time.
Hmm.
People now, more so now, we're in a space where they're showing the struggles to help others get through. Back then, it wasn't highlighted. It wasn't too much okay to be up front, and especially us being men, males. whatever, black males,
We're supposed to be
definitely
strong.
have to be strong or just keep it to ourselves and push on. But man, it's like, it's rough, right? It's especially an athlete too. Man, you're trying to be a student athlete. I'm trying to be this, the image, and I'm trying to go do my thing on the court. You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
expectations for yourself though, right? You got goals. You got goals. You know what you want to do, man. So those times can weigh heavy on our shoulders, right? You're trying to weigh too much, trying to hold it together too long, man, by yourself. But it's dope that shout out to your circle, your friends and families for being there too, man, because they help us get through this thing. For sure, man. We're gonna get to this college thing real quick, but I definitely got to shout out the main sponsor one more time, though. Urban Medical Aesthetics, man. Hit them up, Elk Grove. Urban Medical Aesthetics. They off the I-5 freeway. Tell them Coach J sent you, man. Go in there, tap in with Tasha and her crew. They will get you right. All right. As you know, you've been through it already, man. This recruiting thing, committing, whatever. So out of college, was it outside of that too, right? Once you committed to go somewhere, your first stop, just in general, how much of I would say for you personally, how much was that a checkbox? Like, I did this, now what's next? Or you was like, nah, I'm going to go here, do what I got to do and do so. You had a forward plan, or was it just a one-stop thing for you? Like, I just want to get there, play and be done? Or was like, no, I want to get here, now go overseas. Like, did you have a plan set out for yourself once college basketball got ready to start?
When I was first going to college, I'm thinking, yeah, all right, cool. I'm gonna do my time and I'm going to the league, right? Everybody coming out of high school going to Division I think that they're going to the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, cool. Like, now I'm in a good conference. I'm cool, good. I just gotta have these numbers, but so and so had years ago and went to the league, and I get there. Obviously, when you get there, it's not that's not it, right? It's not that easy. It's not what you think. And so I kind of had to earn my way, even in that aspect. I felt I was better than a lot of the guys, but that's just not how it works at that level. I didn't know how to play at that level. Other guys did, and so obviously they played over me. And then, ended up leaving.
Yeah. And a part of me, even once that started to happen, I shifted. I was like, for me, knowing who you are, your background, it would make sense to come back to the crib in this situation now, right? In a situation where it could, you know what I'm saying, it would just to play in front of your friends and family, but also the opportunity to go on the court more. But then how did you feel personally about, I'm going to go home and make this thing happen? How did you feel?
Man, when I first entered the portal, it was articles and all these Twitter people typing up, talking about, oh yeah, Zach, he coming to Sac. I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm not going home.
Yeah.
I kind of had my mindset of where I wanted to go. But some things happened in the family. Ended up losing my grandfather. And my relationship with my grandmother is always been, Grammy.
Yeah,
Me and Grammy like this.
You've been her, bro. You were the one all the older bros coaching y'all, whatever. Lil Zach, Grammy would let nothing happen, man. That's the baby. She would let. She didn't play about Lil Zachy. She didn't play it, man. Definitely a sweet lady, man. Grandma definitely a blessing, man, for real.
Yeah, but just seeing how it affected her, I'm like, I need to go be with Grammy. I need to, you know what I'm saying? My thing was, I'm gonna get a 2-bedroom apartment in Sac, and it's just gonna be me and Grammy. We just gonna rock out. We gonna
you better take care of Grammy, bro. That's dope, man.
But dope. So that was my kind of vision in that.
Yeah.
And so obviously with I got family that work at Sac State. My uncle, my aunt. I got 2 aunties that work there, so it was really easy decision for me.
It made bigger sense though. It's a you know what I mean, I would think of it like now in your situation, right? People, it is okay to come home, but also you took those 2 years though, whatever it was, to grow up even more, to learn, to grow, to be better yourself. But also, I mean, again, like, man, the challenges, right? Like, this is a grind. Not gonna forget it. I'm gonna take it back to the crib. I'm gonna get to work. So when you get back home, you step on that court in the what it feel like. Cause I know it had to be crazy. Your first game in front of your people, man. What was that feeling like for you?
Yeah, well, my first year here was the COVID year. So
we
was really, it was all over online.
Yeah.
They couldn't, no fans or anything. And I was on restricted minutes. Like, I hurt my knee.
Yeah.
So I didn't really play like that. I mean, I think the most I was able to play was 15 minutes a game. And so I was really, it didn't really kick in until the following year. And I'm like, damn, it's crazy. Like, I'm really home. All my people, right? My girl that I known her since I was 12 years old. Like, she was the first girl I ever was like, I like her. Like, but she ended up coming back home. She graduated school early.
Okay.
She's in law school now.
Dope.
But having her there, her family, like I'm like, this is what it's all about,
Yeah, it's a
man.
lot more people, man. Your whole support system, bro. Your whole
Hmm.
circle, bro. That's definitely a dope feeling. But it's no better feeling to look over and see your loved ones or whatever in that crowd. Like that's
Exactly.
definitely a dope feeling, man. We got to come. I brought my high school boys to the couple games last year and watched them play. And again, but you've always played with that savvy and swagger about your game. But I still can remember, man. Like I said, when you were the littlest one. But again, shout out to the homie Steve, everybody, Quinny. They was like, nah, he gonna be the one. It was like, because I mean, everybody was 2, 3 years old or whatever. They was like, but nah, he playing up, bro. He playing with all the older dudes. It's like, no, watch, he ain't grew yet. He about 90 pounds right now. But you
Yeah.
playing with all the older boys. They're like, nah, watch. They say, Zach. I was like, yeah, this young buck gonna be different, but never complain too much. It was a complaint or a upset about not playing or really trying to go on the court. But other than that, it was hard work. But everybody's like, nah. And then watching development, it's like, oh yeah, you could just see it locally, high school wise. They're like, oh yeah, but you put the work in. You know, shout out to you, the family put the work in, bro, because that's
Thank
really what paid off. So I believe we read in the bio, further in the bio I was reading, you graduated last year. Is that correct?
you. Hmm.
Okay. What did you get your undergrad in?
Philosophy.
That is right, philosophy. So man, let's talk about that part a little bit, man. What because I would say this as that's a rarity one for a student athlete or a male, but to do that. But now you found, like I said, you found your faith in that. How strong is that faith for you? Or what does it do for you?
Man, it's everything for me. Especially as I step into this next journey of I'm gonna go overseas, sign with an agency in Europe. Like it's really everything. Like God is my everything, my Lord, my Savior. Like we say all these things, but like I really, He really guides my life. Like my who I speak with, how I talk, like my mannerisms, everything. I just owe it to Him because
Mm-hmm.
He really like saved me from a lot of stuff. And so
Dope.
to that, I just give Him my life, man. That's what got me into philosophy is because I was really curious. At a young age, I was curious. Like I would see people praying, I would see different things. Didn't really grow up in the church, really. We
Mm-hmm.
was just basketball and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
um, seeing stuff, I'm like, what is it to what's to it, right? So I didn't dived into all kinds of different religions, like trying to figure out what it is,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's what kind of grew me to going into philosophy is
That's
what
dope,
I
man.
want to know what's going on. Yeah,
That's dope. And the other one, let me ask you, why are you so passionate about the youth, bro? You work. I mean, some people work with kids or hang out with kids or try to do stuff, but you constantly are trying to give back, trying to I mean, I see you taking pictures with kids, doing stuff, shaking hands, always saying what's up to the kids that know you or whatever, bro. But you're passionate about what you do with the youth or in the community, bro.
yeah, because that was me, man. That was
True.
me, that youngster, man. Just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, wanted to touch one of the older
Mm-hmm.
dudes, want to just have some game and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, like my mentor, my spiritual father, Jarvis, what he did in my life was just walking me through life, teaching me the faith, like really just shepherding me for real. Teaching me about prayer, teaching me about really everything in the game. Um, I want to be that to as many kids as I can,
That's dope,
right? And
bro.
the first step is just saying hi, building relationships.
There it
You know
is,
what I'm saying?
man.
Treat kids as if they are somebody, right?
Yeah, for
Um,
sure. That's definitely dope, man. And see you. How old are you right now, man?
23.
Man, yeah, you a young man for real. To see that journey take place from where it started to where you headed. For me, as somebody outside looking in, somebody that participated and just watching you grow, bro, seeing the game, you grow as a man, a young boy to a man. Now, like, bro, this is dope. Like, this is really
Thank you.
this is what it's about too. But also, you doing stuff that you don't have to be doing for others, but you're doing it and you're doing it selflessly, right? You're not. It's not about you. It's not
Hmm.
about you. None of this you've talked about today on the interview, none of this. It's really been about your faith and other people around you who support you, bro. Like I said, and it's dope to see, man. Like I said, bro, it's definitely an encouragement. And I'm hoping somebody listening and watching to this, man, is like, look, we don't have to. You don't have to always do the norm. You don't have to do what everybody's doing.
Hmm.
You can be somebody else.
Exactly.
You can be yourself and still be successful, and you can impact lives, bro. You're still impacting
Exactly.
lives now that you're not. I mean, going further too, you're going to be doing that too. But also in your philosophy walk, you're going to be doing this for a long term. You in it for the long haul. You're in.
Hmm.
This is your calling. Is what I'm basically hearing you say.
Definitely.
And go ahead.
I was just gonna say, that's what I want to, after hoop, that's what I want to give my life to. I want to have a nonprofit where we mix in the faith, where we mix in basketball, where we mix in like professionalism, teaching youngsters how to do simple things like have conversations, do
Yeah, man.
interviews, tie ties, like all them things,
Yeah, man.
be excellent in basketball, but still like honor God, be, you know what I'm saying, be man of
Yeah.
faith, be man of God. So I really want to open up a school in that, having that.
Okay.
But that'll
Hey,
be down the line,
sorry, you
man.
heard it here first, man. Let me timestamp this thing.
Come
Friday,
on.
April 21st, 6:25 p.m. Zack Chappell said he's gonna have his own school, nonprofit stuff, where he's giving back, putting in the community, but also he's changing lives. So y'all heard it here first. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all keep track of this gentleman and tap in with him, support the man as he continues his journey, man. I'm not gonna hold too long before we get out of here though, man. Every guest, you already know, triple threat, dribble, pass, shoot. But right now, I'll flip it to where give me your three things, your triple threat that you hold, your philosophies as a person or whatever, how you walk through life, man. Give me three things that anybody listening right now or later on down the line, or when me and you go back and look at this video 10 years down the line, say, oh, my triple threat, it was this first, now it changed, or are they the same? And give me your triple threat, man, right here.
All right, first thing is love, man. You gotta love people,
Okay.
cherish people, love people, treat people right. That I can talk about that forever.
For sure.
The second thing is get around people who is more older than you, wiser than you. Get in those rooms. Every Wednesday. I sit in a room full of pastors that is well established, way older than me, just to pick their brain, just to listen to, or not even pick their brain, just to listen to what they got to say. Like
That's what's up, man.
room,
Smart dude.
every Sunday I'm sitting with old people,
OGs. Real
OGs,
OGs.
real, yeah,
Yeah.
just picking their brain and stuff. So get in
Yeah.
those rooms with those people who walk through life a while.
Oh.
And the third thing is, man, just be passionate about what you do. Whether it's sports, whether you into health, whether you into whether you want to be a police officer, whatever it may be, man, just love what you do, and enjoy yourself, man.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you taking time out your day, man. Again, nothing but love for you and your family. Always will be that way. And on this next journey, man, many blessings, man. I know you'll keep your, as they say, 10 toes down and go grind. Wherever you land at, handle your business. A lot of buckets will be given out. They better be ready for what's coming to them, bro. But I'm definitely excited to see what's gonna happen. And now, thank God through these platforms, right? We can tap in, we can watch games, watch film, whatever, highlights. So you know what I'm saying, the 916, not just me, the whole city gonna be behind you, bro, and what you're doing, man. So keep it up, man. You always know I'm a phone call away. You can tap in whenever time. It's all love. You feel me?
Thank you. I
All right,
appreciate
man.
you greatly, man.
Nah, man, it's all love, boy, man. Y'all heard it here first from the Zack Chappell, man, and Coach JT on this Friday's edition. This is episode 97. I'm almost at 100 mark, baby. We're going to keep going, man. For those listening also, man, follow me on that AMP. Download AMP app. I'm doing live shows after the Kings game now, man. Many blessings, man. I'm going on live covering the Kings post game. I can throw some music on in between the segments. So, yeah, God is blessing me, too, with this podcast space. And I'm going to keep doing my thing and try to grow this platform for the city, man. All right, we out. Peace.